see if it's going. Come on. Hey, Shalom. Want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruchar Kodash. Okay, double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. Blessing to the elect of Yasha and salutations and blessing to you, Akim, out there doing this truth and sincerity. All right. Salakia for the angle, but we on the porch, the patio, whatever. We had to make do what we could do. So yeah, I just wanted to get into a quick lesson. Uh, Not really shining too much light, any more light on the Sakari situation, but hey, if he feel like he's the reason for brothers to get their videos out, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, now my teacher won't be bad at me, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But it's more so off the comment that he made of him accepting the award because Sarnetta said he had one. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, not really shedding too much light on that. Just when I heard that, I was like, that's the dumbest thing ever. That means if anybody give you anything, you're gonna accept it because they're saying that they're gonna give it to you. Because you said you was about to leave, yet still you stuck around because he said he had an award for you, or reward, award, whatever. But really, we're supposed to suffer, man. Okay? We're not supposed to be winning in Babylon. We're supposed to suffer, and you're supposed to suffer for doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Suffer for making somebody feel bad. Suffer for being an asshole at some time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, your family invited you to an event, but it's the time that you and the bros going out. Are you going to skip the highways to go? You know what I'm saying? Nah. So it's just that. It's basically like Joshua said. For me and my house, we would serve the Lord. Is how much you willing to give up, you know what I'm saying, in order to please you. How about Shemi Shai? So it comes down to sacrifice as well. All right. But we gonna check this story out, and it gets it in. It's real, man. It's mad wicked. Go ahead, brother.
Second Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 8. It says, moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashions and be partakers of their sacrifices.
Yeah, basically follow after their customs, because this is the time of the Maccabees, of course, the time of Epiphanies starting to rule and reign and bring hell upon our people, man. And he was like, hey, giving them license to sin. Okay, how do they sin? By not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. They get to go and do whatever they want according to his will. Letting them go to the gym, which gym goes to naked, which that's how they did the Olympics back then. You know what I'm saying? So it's just our people was transitioning into that wickedness, and they was cool with it, right? Some of them, most of them, like today, the Lord only going to save a handful of people, which is His elect. Okay,
And
through the flood, He only saved a handful of people.
I'll just add to what you're saying. Like to the same day, Jake, like brother said, they follow the ordinances of the heathen to sin. They do that. Some of them like it because there's no immediate consequence.
Yeah.
And I remember a brother said if there was the wages of wickedness was repaid right away, I bet you a lot of Jake wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
But they know that we know the Most High. Jake knows the Most High. They know the Most High is long suffering, so they're like, okay, what I'm saying, it's pretty much thinking you're taking advantage of the Most High.
Exactly.
Which the Most High ain't taking advantage of him. You just killing yourself off. You're making a list for yourself.
God. That's why you gotta pray for mercy and grace. It ain't just do it one time and you got it. No, man, you continue this and pray without ceasing. All right, but then it tell you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I lost my point. Go ahead, bro. We get into
This it says, and whoso would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles should be put to death.
Yeah, so death was a factor of you not conforming to what they wanted you to do. And this time, it's being an outcast. It's being looked at this way or that way because we grew up in America. You know what I'm saying? So we grew up with insecure, you know what I'm saying? People, we grew up wanting to be accepted. We grew up wanting people to accept us, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be an outcast. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the weirdo. You know what I'm saying? But the spirit of Yahweh Shai gives you that spirit to be that outcast, to be that quote unquote weirdo. All right, but at the end of the day, it's unto salvation.
First Peter chapter 4 and verse 4 says, "Wherein they think it strange that you run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of them." That's just to say, add on to what brother's saying. To this day, that's how they look at us when we're not celebrating birthdays, or we're not turning up for birthdays, or getting lit on holidays. They look at us as outcasts.
Because during the time of the Maccabees, you had some of Israel that was helping out the heathen, man. You had some of Israel that was siding with the heathen against our people, all right? Against their own people, I would say. Just like today, ain't nothing in here that ain't happening today, man. It's just we just wearing different clothing, we're in different times, and there's more technology going around, so to speak. All right, but at the end of the day, it's the same spirits, man. All right.
So back in 2nd Maccabees chapter 6, and verse 9, it says, "And whoso would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles should be put to death. Then might a man have seen the present misery. For there were two women brought who had circumcised their children, and when they had openly led round about the city, the babes hanging at their breasts, they cast them down headlong from the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And others that had run together into caves nearby to keep the Sabbath day secretly, being discovered to Philip, were all burnt together because they made a conscience to help themselves for the honor of the most sacred day."
So the mothers and a child was put to death. These was put to death by being burnt. They ran into the caves. They ran into hiding just to keep the Shabbat, man. Which today is the Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. You know? They ran into caves to do that. All right? Jake don't run into church. They claim to be Christians. They don't run into church on Wednesday for Bible study. They don't run into church Sunday morning for Sunday school. You know what I'm saying? Be at the club Saturday and come in when they come in. You know what I'm saying? If they were true Christians. A guy last night talking to this guy, he's basically, I'm like, well, shit. If you claim to be a Christian and you know not to eat pork, why do you eat it? Like I'm a Christian in my own way. Like, no, it don't work. I said it comes down to what your foundation is. Is your foundation the book? Is your foundation what you was raised on? Is your foundation what you see other people do? Or is your foundation on what you want to be, how you want to do it?
How you want to live?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is leaning to your own understanding, basically. Right? All right. So, how you going to suffer persecution if you know not to do something, but you still can do it? What do you have to endure? What do you got to fight? Why you got to fight temptation?
Exactly.
You know? But they said we doing this because this is what we're supposed to do. They was putting their life on the line, man. As we doing, we're making our bodies a living sacrifice. All right? It ain't got down to the nitty gritty as where it's going to get, but it is going to get rough. Hey, the brother sent the article today. Somebody wrote an article about GMS Chicago. All right, had the Elder Uriah out there typing his quotes down about black women, this and that. And then said a second speaker joined in and he said something about women, and basically they're bashing us, man.
Yeah.
Okay? That's just one camp. That's just one article for the most part. Wait till that shit start hitting social media. Start coming on breaking news. Breaking news. The quote unquote black Hebrew Israelites say this and say that. You know how people gonna look at you? You know what it's gonna come down to? When they told Peter, it's like, hey, he was with them too. He's like, no. Man, you're gonna have to put your trust and faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. It's cool right now. You might think that. And that's, like, and part of that is the Sakari situation. Oh, I was about to leave, but I stuck around because he said he had a reward for me. Come on, man. We gonna show you what you should have did.
It says, "Now I beseech you, brother, now I beseech those that read this book, that they be not discouraged for these calamities."
Don't be discouraged because you reading what happened to them. Be encouraged. Like, you know what I'm saying? Feel that rage. Be filled with zeal, man. Like, dang, this is two mothers. They wasn't supposed to do that. but they did it anyway. They circumcised their children because that's what the law say. Nowadays, you got to fight with your baby mama to keep a fucking pork chop out your daughter or your son's mouth, man. Right? Dang, they ran into the cave just to keep the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? Now, niggas out here, they do whatever. You know, they don't care about the Sabbath. Even their own Sabbath, which they think is Sunday, they do whatever on that day.
Hey, this is kind of like well, it's not like that, but you know how they got the Black Lives Matter movement. You know, Jake get all riled up and worked up with that. This is, which is ultimately it's set up by Esau anyway. We know that that's government set up to get you Jakes out here and rile you up. But this is Israelite Lives Matter. This is rise up, man. We're supposed to rise up for the sake of reading the scriptures, man. It says be not discouraged. It just said be not discouraged, man. This should give you like the brother said, the zeal to want to.
Like, you said,
let me get into this, man. They was about that life, man. And half the people today, they don't have the balls, man. They don't have the integrity to stand up and fight for the sake of their culture, their heritage, man. Because they're looked at, as a weirdo, man. That's the scripture tells us not to be ashamed. This is our heritage. This is what we live. This is what we live, and we're willing to die for.
Yeah, it should be. Let's keep reading, man. Into that.
It says, let's see, now beseech those that read this book that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments.
Yeah, it says you're live. It said, Slacky, I had a phone call. I said, that's, man. Yeah, there was the sun starting to. Is it going? Try and refresh. Okay, we'll just go. Go ahead, bro. Yeah. Phone call, Salakia Akim.
This is the book of 2 Maccabees 6, and I'm going to start back from verse 12. It says, now I beseech those that read this book that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for chastening of our nation.
It's a chastening of our nation. Why? Go ahead.
For it is a token of his great goodness when wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but with punished.
Yeah, for going off, man. We're all wicked, man. Okay, and when you do right, it's as a filthy rag. Go change your oil and take that oil rag and wash your car with it. Just rinse it off and wash your car with it. It's gonna be oil on there, bro. Your car gonna look hella dirty. You know what I'm saying? You did the right thing by trying to wash it off, but it's still dirty. It's oil. Go ahead.
It says, it says, for not as with other nations whom the Lord patiently prepared to punish, till they be come to the fullness of their sins, so dealeth he with us. Least that being come to the height of sin, afterwards he should take vengeance of us. Yeah, because it tells you in what's that, Wisdom of Solomon, the 12th chapter, man. The Lord be jacking the heathen up, man. We don't even see the majority of it. But the Lord still shows mercy and grace. Even though, that's why I said don't take it as your destruction. Take it as a chastening, man. It's the Lord correcting you. That's what a chastening is. You know what I'm saying? He's correcting, like, no, do it this way. You know what I'm saying? You don't sit there and whoop the hell out of your kids because you're trying to kill them. You're trying to correct them, man. You're chastening them. This is how you're supposed to, this is the right way to do it. Yeah. Do it this way. You know what I'm saying? You yell at them or whatever the case is. Do it this way. And it says, blesses, it says, a son despiseth not the correction of his father.
Yep.
We're from paraphrasing Proverbs. Ultimately, who's our father? Yahweh, the Heavenly Father Yahweh. He corrects us through men. He corrects us through, through shipwreck, through our women, through multiple things.
Yeah.
And it's up to us whether we recognize that it's chastening or we take it another way and be like, man, fuck this.
Yeah, though he slay me, yet will I remain my integrity. I believe that's how it goes. It's in Job or Psalms. All right. Yeah, like, because the Lord gonna whoop your ass, whether you think you're perfect or not, whether you're doing your best. It's good that he whoop your ass. Why? Because he's balanced. You know what I'm saying? It can help you not get high-minded. It help you not get proud, which he hates. So don't, man. What did Paul say? I know how to be abound and I know how to be abased. I know how to be up and down. And what's in the middle? Balance, man. All right. That way it ain't no surprises. If you can acknowledge being, if you can acknowledge being abound and being abased, there ain't no surprises, man. Yeah, you're gonna get frustrated, but at the end of the day, it's Yahweh Shem Shai chastening you, man. All right.
It says, um,
Big dog story now.
this is verse 15. Least that being come to the height of sin, afterward he should take vengeance of us, and therefore he never withdraweth his mercy from us.
Mm-hmm.
And though he punished with adversity, yet doeth he never forsake his people.
Yeah, we're going to suffer, man. He got mercy. He's going to whoop our ass, but he's not going to forsake his people. But it said earlier, he destroyed the heathen. He bring destruction to them for the things that they do, you know. But he's not going to destroy us.
And it says, but let this that we have spoken before warning unto us, and now will we come to the declaring of the matter in few words.
It's a warning, man.
Yeah.
Everything we just read was a warning. When you going through it, don't feel like the Lord ain't got you, man. He's just chastening you. He's correcting you. You're going to suffer. I don't care how many precepts you know, how many highlights you got in your scriptures, how many jobs you got, how many kids you take care of. You're going to suffer, man.
And that's through the spirit. I did a lesson earlier, on the same balance of this. And if you're doing too good, and things are being too prosperous for you in Babylon, you need to fear.
Yeah.
Because maybe because you supposed to, like the brother said, you're supposed to get chastened. The scriptures tell you that.
Yep.
So if you're not getting chastened and things is going too well, your baby mama acting right, your kids is doing extra good, you gotta fear, man, because you gotta think maybe the Most High ain't dealing with me.
Yep.
You gotta pray, you gotta read, you should pray for chastening. Because we in this flesh, we need to be corrected, man. You know, we as being carnal beings, we ain't shit.
I would say don't pray for chastening because you don't know what the Lord could bring on you, but just pray that His will be done. Today, pray that His will be done. You know. Okay, we're gonna have to hurry up because my phone's going dead.
Let's get to the gritty. It says, verse 18: Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man and of well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. But he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth and came to his own accord to the torment.
Yeah, they wanted him to eat some pork in front of the congregation. All right, go ahead.
It says, as
like taking a war in front of the rest of Israel, right? Go ahead.
As it behooved them to come, that are resolute to stand out against such things as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted.
Yep.
But they that had the charge of that wicked feast, for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful for him to use, and make as if he
exactly.
make as if he eat of the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king.
Hey, look, we don't want you to eat no pork, but you can pick some venison. You know what I'm saying? Some chicken, whatever is lawful in your dietary law, and just act like you eating a pork. Come on, man, just do it, man. Do it for the people.
God.
Go ahead, bro.
That in so doing he might be delivered from death, and for the old friendship with them find favor.
Yep.
So he wasn't looking for glory of men. He was
exactly.
looking to please Yahweh Shemel Shai.
Exactly.
Says, but he began to consider discreetly as it became his age, and the excellency of his ancient years,
about to get down,
and the honor of his great hair, whereunto he was come, and his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law made and given by Yahweh. Therefore he answered accordingly, and willed them straight ways to send him to the grave.
Kill me. I'm not gonna do it. You can kill me. I'm not gonna do it. All right, you can do what you want, but I can't do this. But why did it go to there? Go ahead.
For it becometh not our age, said he, in any wise to dissemble, whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar, being 80 years old and 10, were now going to a strange religion.
Yeah, that he was 90 years old. He been grown up in the law. Then he finally gets to 90. You already, for the most part, about to go anyway.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then you get to here, and it's like, okay, well, let me just give in. Nah, man. Integrity. Keep going, man. Persevere. Okay, endure. Go ahead.
And it says, and so through the and so they through mind hypocrisy and desire to live a little matter and a moment longer should be deceived by me, and I get a stain to mine old age and make it abominable.
Mm-hmm.
For though for the present time I should be delivered from the punishment of men, yet shall I not escape the hand of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead.
So if you try to please men, you still want to escape the hand of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Fine.
You say you about to leave a situation and you stick around for that situation because somebody said they have something for you in that situation. You're trying to please man. All right, you're trying to please man. You know good and goddamn well you don't need to be around. Like one of the brothers said, you went there to kick it. You know what I'm saying? You went there to kick it. You wanted to vacate. All right.
It says, wherefore now manfully changing this life, I will shew you myself such as one as mine age requireth, and leave a notable example to such as be young,
Yep.
to die willingly and
Yep.
courageously
Yep.
for the honorable and holy laws.
Yeah, you remind me of the 7 brothers, man, and the mother. They like, well, shit, my other brothers didn't back out, so I ain't gonna back out either. Like, it sparked that zeal, man. All right, and that's why you're supposed to be doing this word in sincerity. So when somebody else see you, they know how to carry themselves as well. All right. What's that in 1 Corinthians, the 8th chapter? You know what I'm saying? When it said, it basically said, don't let a younger brother see you. You know, not necessarily praying, but like, you know, dang, I can't think of it right now. Let me see.
Because
I got mine.
you know, while he's getting that, even you know, like I always say, when you go into the books, other books that Paul wrote, you know, there were certain times when he went to a certain place and he said, look, we do not things we do not certain things in front of you, you know, that the ministry be not blamed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you had, you know, like younger brothers will really be undiscreet.
Yeah.
You know, they weren't too well taught in the laws, but Paul said we behave ourselves blameless among you, that you may be able to teach others also. All right. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm about to breeze through it. 1 Corinthians 8 and 6 says, but to us there is but one power, the Father of whom are all things, and we in him, and one Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, by whom are all things, and we by him. Howbeit there is not in every man that knowledge. For some with conscience of the idol unto this hour eat it as a thing offered unto an idol, and their conscience being weak is defiled. But meat commendeth us not to the Most High. For neither if we eat are we the better, neither if we eat not are we the worse. But take heed lest by any means this liberty of yours become a stumbling block to them that are weak.
Exactly.
Meaning,
Go ahead,
for if any man see this which has knowledge sit at meat in the idol's temple, shall not the conscience of him which is weak be emboldened to eat those things which are offered to idols? Because he don't know no better. So he see you doing something, so he might think you're doing it for this purpose. You know what I'm saying? So it says
you might do something where you might have rank and this brother don't know, he don't really know.
Yeah.
You might do something. Oh, it's okay to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly. And through thy knowledge shall the weak brother perish, for whom Hamashiach died. But when ye sin so against the brethren and wound their weak conscience, ye sin against Hamashiach. Wherefore, if meat make my brother to offend, I will eat no flesh while the world standeth, lest I make my brother to offend. So at the end of the day, I'm going to watch how I carry myself so the brothers under me know how to carry themselves, man. All right? And that's what he was saying. He said, I want to do this so the younger people know that it's okay to die for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He took that notable death, man.
Back in 2nd Maccabees, chapter 6, and the end of 28, it says, and when he had said these words, immediately he went to the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
They that led him, changing the goodwill.
They that led him, changing the goodwill. Go ahead.
They bear him a little before into hatred, because the aforesaid speeches proceeded as a thought from a desperate mind.
So they switched up their demeanor. They was cool at first because they like, yo, we they had, it said that they had some type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, and it ain't like they was buddy cheers, drinking, you know, wine and shit together. It's just back then they had a certain order with them ruling over us, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you the high priest, but you're still they let us keep our laws. This is the only captivity where we were not allowed to keep our laws, statutes, and commandments and any of our heritage. But back then, all the other captivities, they gave us our little space, man. Even in a Roman captivity, they gave us our little space. All right, we still was under rule, but they let us do what we were supposed to do, man. So it said those that they was cool at first, they changed up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't want to get down, basically. All right, so now they like, well, fuck you. So at the end of the day, that's how they felt. Because it should have been like, okay, it was, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to do it, then hey, you know, go ahead about your business. But they wanted to push this matter, man. All right, just like Esau today. That's what Esau does. That lying tongue, man. That his word was smoother than butter. Hey, you can just act like you eating pork. You can eat some chicken or something, you know. But the whole, what was their goal? For this untainted man, so to speak, for him to be tainted, for him to get a blemish, for him to mess up his image, that the other younger people or the rest of the country, because they looked up to him. All right, that's like if Apostle Tahar, they like, come on, man, you know, eat this pork. You know what I'm saying? They got him on live TV, all the Akim tuned in. You know what I'm saying? And they like, come on, man, hey, you can even here take this chicken right here and just act like it's pork. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, fuck it, I ain't supposed to do that, and I ain't gonna make them weak. You know what I'm saying? Like we just read in Corinthians. All right. Go ahead, bro.
It says, but when he was ready to die with stripes, he groaned and said, "It is manifest unto the Lord that hath the holy knowledge, that whereas I might have been delivered from death, I now endure sore pains in my body by being beaten, but in soul am well content to suffer these things because I fear him."
You're going to suffer, especially if you fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai. If thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. All right? The Lord is going to break you down and build you up. That's the suffering. You're going to suffer as he's breaking you down, and you're going to suffer as he's building you up. Will there be blessing and okay days within there? Of course, he's balanced. All right? But the Lord is grafting us and molding us to rule the world. So your judgment, your mercy, your faith, oh, that's why it said they omitted the weightier matters. That matters. Because that comes down to how you're going to handle a situation. All right? You know, the guy who didn't have mercy, like, yo, you owe me some money. I need my money, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody that he owed money come to him like, where my money at? Well, I don't know, you know. But he basically was lashing out on the other guy. You lashing out on him owing you money, but you owe somebody.
A memorial of virtue, not only unto young men, but also unto all his nation.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, so at the end of the day, you know, we got to go pick the brother up from work, man. At the end of the day, you're going to suffer, okay? You're going to suffer. You're going to suffer, all right? But just trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Can you get that in Ecclesiasticus? Like Ecclesiasticus, fight for the truth unto death, and the Lord, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 4 and verse 28. It says, "Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you."
That's all you got to do, man. And that's what Eleazar did. He strived for the truth unto death because he didn't want. It wasn't really even about him.
It's about the nation.
And it was about the nation too. It was about him. It was because the scriptures tell you that we labor not for ourselves. It was about the nation. It was about him. It was about the laws and statutes and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And at the end of the day, it was them showing, look, this is my power. I fear him. I don't know for what you want me to do as a man, but I'm going to do what he told me to do at my power. Right? Same with Daniel. He like, what? You ain't going to bow down in this image, man. Fuck what y'all talking about. He like, hey, man, didn't we throw 3 of them dudes in the fire? Why is there 4 of them just chilling in there? Man, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord is going to fight for you, man. With that, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ruchar Kodash. All right? Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessed to the elect of Yasharala, and salutations and blessings to you, Akim, out there doing it with sincerity. Looking forward to getting out of this place, man, because you got some niggas claiming to be Israelites and they content with being in America. Fuck that. Shalom.
Shalom. That one, boy, it was heavy.